Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and today we're back to the same old shit. I used to cover Neckbeards a lot, but the Neckbeards Stories subreddit has not really been usable in a while, so we're trying something new. I'm going to cover nice guy stories and then follow it up with Neckbeard posts. You'll have to let me know if it works well. Nice guys are those guys who say they're nice all the time and give us such gems as nice guys finish last, and when the nice guy loses his patience, the devil shivers. What actually happens when the nice guy loses his patience? He sends angry messages calling you a slut. That's usually about it. Anyway, let's get started with Reddit Nice Guys and Neckbeards. Alright, so these very nice stories are from Reddit Ask Women, the premier place on the internet to ask women questions. Today's question is, ladies, what is the main problem you have with nice guys? I have an ex-coworker who is a nice guy. When I first met him, I thought he was a cool guy. Pleasant, mildly funny, and polite. He was a bit socially awkward and shy, but he seemed okay and pretty cute. Then he added me on Facebook. Every couple days he would post about women in love. He'd ask, why do women only like jerks? Why women aren't into him? Why does everyone lie and say he's handsome when he's obviously not because women aren't into him? Why do women go out at night in short dresses and show off their bodies, etc.? He'd complain about hookup culture and how no one appreciates romance anymore. Now, I'm someone who doesn't enjoy hookup culture or go out in short dresses, but these struck me as so insulting and rude. Why shame every woman who doesn't meet your standards? He'd post about being used by women. He gave a good-looking girl he knew from high school money and a ride after she asked him for it. She hadn't talked to him in years, and she sent him a message for money on Facebook. It was obviously a stupid idea to give her money. He gets his attractive female friends, well, more like acquaintances, really expensive gifts and then is surprised when they don't accept them. On Facebook, all he does is like pictures of female friends and give them cringy compliments. None of this makes him nice, but he thinks it does for some reason. He is not nice. He could be nice, but instead he's insecure. Not necessarily bad, but in the way it's manifesting, it is bad. Sexist, bitter, and not forthcoming. He's being passive-aggressive and wondering why it's not getting him dates. He's a jerk. Yeah, this is like proof right here. This is presumably a woman who thought he was attractive and likable until she saw him acting like this on Facebook. He's shooting himself in the foot with probably most of the women he meets by being a nice guy. Now, excuse me while I go leave cringy milady comments on some pictures of my female friends. Here's a good point. Guys who use nice as their selling point are kind of like guys who use I shower as their selling point. I mean, it's good that you shower. It's very important. I definitely approve. But if that's all you've got to offer, then that's kind of worrying. There are plenty of dudes who shower and are fun and interesting and smart and cute. Not to shame anyone who doesn't shower, of course. We'll be doing that when we cover Neckbeard posts in a bit. They aren't really nice. They're just pretending to be, hoping that that's enough to get in my pants. Ugh, there's this one I'm dealing with now who keeps sending me messages about how girls don't appreciate how much he cares, that they're all users. He says this, and then he says what he really wants is a woman who works out a lot, watches sci-fi, and dresses well. These are all traits I embody. I've told him that I only want to date queer men or women, that I don't like dating straight people, and then he goes on and on and on about how he dated a lesbian once and she was surprised how great he was, and how he has a gay friend at work that says he's practically gay because of how nice he is. He messages me all the time with these blatant come-ons, but I don't know what I can say more than I don't date straight men to get him to just talk to me about Star Trek, and not how he wants to date me. And by the way, if you're really into a girl because she's into fitness, which I don't believe for a second, I 100% believe he means that he's into my body and not the work I put into it, you should maybe try being active too. You don't have to be The Rock, but I mean, try taking up jogging or something, because if I spend 2 hours every day running and you can't walk upstairs without wheezing, you're not going to like it when my date idea involves summiting a mountain for a picnic, which I really enjoy. Yeah, I have to agree there. Saying you want someone who's really into fitness if it's not a shared interest makes so little sense that it's really transparent what you actually want. And I know that's not exactly what's happening here, but god damn it, do these guys need to stop hitting on lesbians? Who does that? Well, someone who's so nice he's practically gay, I guess. The last guy I dated repeatedly told me that the reason he doesn't usually date is because women don't like nice guys. I tried to inform him that's not how this works, it's mostly about chemistry. He would say, "You don't know the girls I've dated," and other such anecdotal evidence. After a few dates and a long weekend together, I came to the realization that we just didn't click. Maybe it had more to do with me and where I was at in my life, but I just didn't feel it with him. When I tried to explain myself, he called me a selfish cunt and 2 hours later begged to be friends. I declined. I learned my lesson about these nice guys. If a man tells me over and over how nice he is, I'm done. No thanks, I don't need you to tell me how nice you are, just be a decent human. I know it's frustrating when things don't work out, and we've probably all gotten mad about it, but I have no idea how they can't keep it together for the initial conversation. Like, how mad do you have to be to instantly resort to calling her a cunt? Alright, now we're going to cover some posts. Hopefully from Reddit just neckbeard things, but if it sucks I'll have to use more nice guys. Neckbeards are of course those classy gentlemen with a beard on their neck and intellectual pursuits on their mind. But it's the beard on the inside that counts. Let's go have a look. Had a female friend I dated once tell me she wanted men to look at her and respect her for her intelligence and not her tits. She had huge H-cup tits. I told her, I've known you for years. You aren't that smart. Your tits are the only thing that make men tolerate you. We broke up later, but still remained friends. After a few years, she told me out of the blue that my statement about her years ago was true. She's just a dumbass. And yes, that is a MGTOW post, in case anyone didn't notice. If that happened in America, he'd be sued for sexual harassment. Luckily, in other places, women are lucky to get a man's attention and actually like it. The way nature intended it to be. In this country, women pretend to be offended at a guy's attention. Meanwhile, they wear makeup and dress sexy. Ha ha. Hey, this might be an odd request, but I've kind of been in a bad place recently. Ah, man, that sucks. Everything okay? Grandma died. She was my best friend. Work sucks. I do everything, and they still only focus on what I don't do. Girl I was talking to / really liked got a boyfriend right as I was gonna ask her out. Just been depressed. But I'm asking you this only because you're one of my favorite people on this earth and I feel so comfortable talking to you, and you've been there for me during my darkest times. But could I possibly see you naked? LOL, I'm sorry I'm asking, but you're legit the only person I'd ever ask this, cause I know you're amazing and won't flip shit on me because you've been here for me so much. Heart. You know, my grandma died recently and I never even considered that I should use that to guilt someone into sending me nudes. I'm so unaware sometimes. Back in the old days, men consumed scotch and Cuban cigars. These days, they drink White Claws and suck on vapes. If you wonder why Western society is failing, look no further than the libations that men consume. Men lead, women follow. If your country's men are consuming metrosexual fluids, you can't be surprised when your country's women are turning to radical feminism. Take back your scotch, take back your country. I don't think Four Loko is a metrosexual fluid. More like what homeless alcoholics drink. I'm okay with that though. Imagine you're a football coach and a bunch of women players come to hug you after scoring. Wow. I'm the guy that would probably go to death row over these guys disrespecting you. Sadly, most of you pass up righteous cats like me for these rapists, because they appear safe. I should know, I'm the little brother. Yeah, this subreddit is kind of devoid of content. Alright, we'll cover some nice guy posts and then call it a day. Heading over to Reddit Nice Guys right now. What you're really sorry about, my friend, is not having the courage to come out with me when I initially asked you to. What you're really sorry about is knowing my capacity to understand women, and how they are emotional creatures that hate to let themselves be vulnerable after they've been fucked by selfish assholes in the past. And what you are really sorry about is not realizing 3 months ago, holy shit, this dude actually likes me to the extent that he is willing to put up with my bullshit. My inability to let myself be totally vulnerable. My inability to give a guy that I admire a snowball's chance in hell. To be with me. Yeah, he is weird. Yeah, he can basically read my mind. Yeah, he gets pissed when a girl he has given all of his attention to doesn't have the courage to give him the time of day. Yeah, he loves me despite being treated like some sorry motherfucker who is harassing a 22-year-old. I treat blank like I would have treated you, and you fucking know it. With respect, with admiration, with selflessness, and understanding. God, I hate this shit. It's like, oh, there's no way she could just not want to date me. She's obviously just scared of what could happen. I'd tell this guy to fuck off so hard. Maybe he should try using Lucas Werner's telomerase research if age is an issue. I'm done with this girl, and all women for that matter, but I can't go forward without getting justice. This girl basically used me and was a huge manipulative bitch. She led me to believe that we would be intimate, so 3 times I spent gas money to come see her. She was an hour away, and each time I took her out to lunch/dinner. Even before this, when we lived in the same town, I spent time cooking for us. Never even got a kiss. She just wanted me over because she was hungry and lonely. She didn't say this though. She led me to believe, in manipulative ways, that she wanted sex too. Now I'm dealing with the distress of having spent my hard-earned money for nothing. For the past month, I've asked politely for it back. She's refused. This morning she laughed at me and called me pathetic and blocked me. I don't think I can just let this go. I've let people walk over me for too long. What can I do? Is this a cause for legal action? He asked for the money back? Repeatedly? I'd love to see that. I also like how he tried 3 times. Like, even if she was taking advantage of him for food, it doesn't really make him look any less pathetic. If you're going to spend your money to try to get laid, make sure you're willing to part with it so you don't become this guy. I'm sorry for being a random messaging you. The truth is, you're a beautiful stranger that I want to know, and I hope you let me into your world and share everything about me to you, and I get to know you as well. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for hearing me out. Damn, I'm guessing this is why Facebook made it so hard to find messages from non-friends. Probably not a bad idea. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe if you liked the video, and let me know if this is the kind of content you'd like to see. Next video is going to be something I promised, a reading of the frequently asked questions on Cute Older Daddy, Lucas Werner's horrifically named website. I will also be trying to stream tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks again for all the support. I guess I have to wait another month to apply for monetization on this channel. Don't even get me started on Patreon changing their site again. I'll get back on it soon here. Anyway, have a great night, and don't use the death of family members to try to manipulate people into giving you nudes. Like I should even have to say that.